Everything, everything is gonna be all right this evening. Welcome to XO Sports. We got the hottest sports talk show in the land. We got Brian, Aaron, Malcolm, and Terry. Don't you forget about me. My name is Emerson. Oh, yeah. Welcome to XO Sports.
What's up, everybody?
What's
Hey,
up, fella?
what's going on?
A little something different for that intro.
Yeah.
I like that intro. I like that guy.
Oh,
Who is that guy?
Who is that guy, huh?
Please,
man.
if you like the intro, please leave a comment.
Leave all
begging
the
you.
comments.
Yeah,
Oh,
definitely.
man. Yeah, we had to do a little something different, man. You know,
sir.
And you,
like
and
it.
if you want to buy Emerson's best hits, it's Lonely at the Top. Go to your local supermarket,
Flash. It's lonely at the top.
right by the salami.
don't
Yeah.
forget the salami, huh?
Oh man.
Oh man,
With the headphones on, I thought he was doing Bobby Brown or something.
Hey, that's it. My prerogative.
Terry, hit the subscribe, please.
XO Sports Talk would like to thank everyone for watching and listening to the show. XO Sports Talk is on all streaming platforms. Please let us know how we can improve the show. We welcome all feedback and suggestions. If this is your first time listening or watching, please subscribe to the channel and tap the notification bell. And please tell your family and friends about the show. If you would like to join in on our discussion today, you can do so by calling the number that's scrolling across the screen or by calling 475-221-5006. Once again, thank you all for your support.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Everybody, everywhere.
We love y'all, fans.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Oh.
Oh, and now from the singer, college football update, Emerson.
Man, you know we had a
Tell us
Listen.
quick what's going on in the NHL too.
All right. Well, listen. Let me just get to the college football, man, because it was just another great week. You know, things were just going on. We're getting ready, trying to wind up for those playoff positions, and I know that all of the sports jockeys are waiting to see who's going to be number one and who's going to be in that playoff. So listen, Georgia Bulldogs, they did what they do, and like they always do, they're just bigger, stronger, faster. They defeated Tennessee Vols. They went on the road and won that game 41-17. In Alabama, the Crimson Tide, they come at number 2 this week. They moved up in the polls from number 3 last week. They just routed New Mexico State 59-3. Cincinnati comes in this week at number 3. They were idle this week. They had a bye. And the Oregon Ducks, they came in at number 4 on the AP 25 poll. They got a nice win over Washington State, over the Cougars, 38-24. And I like that Oregon team, but it's going to be tough going down the stretch because there's some other teams coming for you. The Ohio State Buckeyes, they came in at number 5. They won over the Purdue Boilermakers 59-31. But listen, there's number 6, 7, 8. We got Notre Dame at number 6, Michigan State, Michigan, Oklahoma State, and Ole Miss. That rounds out our top 10 in the AP poll. And there's a big game this week. Michigan State and Ohio State going at it this Saturday. You don't want to miss that game. I'm telling you, it's going to be the game. Over in the NHL, real quick, I just want to name out some hot teams right now. The Carolina Hurricanes, the Florida Panthers, Washington Capitals, they're doing their thing. The Edmonton Oilers, they're doing their thing with 11-4 record. Anaheim at 10-4. The Winnipeg 9-3, and Minnesota, they're coming in at 10-5. Those are some of the top teams in the NHL right now, and they're going at it on the ice. And listen, the NHL, everybody's playing for that Stanley Cup, y'all. Stanley Cup is going to be hot this year. Get ready, get ready, get ready. Yeah.
Look out there.
Good
Old time
job.
hockey. Ah.
Listen, man, the NHL, I love it. I love it.
Yep.
Yeah, I'd love to
Old-fashioned
see you on a
hockey.
pair of skates and a hockey stick.
Man, I might get out there, man. Listen, man, I might get out there and do some, Wayne Gretzky moves. I got some Wayne Gretzky moves I can get out on the ice and do.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Moving right along.
I'll pay to see that.
Yeah.
You can
Double-
skate without skates.
Double blades on the skates. NBA update.
Oh.
Malcolm.
Yeah, yes. Thank you. First of all, I'd like to put a big time apology out there to the Green Bay Packers for the words I said last week about the whole team catching COVID. That wasn't right because they have family and friends. They have family and they have young ones in their house. So it just wasn't right for me to say that. I just want to make sure a big apology for any of the fans out there and any of the Green Bay Packers out there listening, because it's not right. It just wasn't right. Now, in the world of NBA, let me say something, man. The Washington Bullets, they're surprising I said that wrong. The Washington Wizards.
Wizard.
Yeah.
Like
Wizards.
a bullet.
Well, I remember when they were the Washington Bullets. I remember that. Mhm.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Washington Wizards. Yeah, the Washington Bullets
Yep.
winning right now. We really have something going. But now the Washington Wizards, they're balling. They got a couple of good players when they traded for, they picked up a nice free agent over there, and they doing work. I mean, they're not a pushover. You're not gonna go in there and just win the game. We know Bradley Beal's a bad boy anyway.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, and the other team that's surprising me is Chicago Bulls, man. I'm telling you, I said it earlier that they were a good team because Lonzo Ball is making that team run. He's playing
yes,
great
sir.
defense.
Oh, my God.
Definitely.
Yeah.
We know Zach LaVine's a baller.
Oh, Zach. I love Zach game.
And
Yeah.
DeRozan is DeRozan, So
Yep.
the key is they're playing ball and they're competitive every night. They're doing their thing over there in the Eastern Conference. I
Yep.
mean, Miami's a good team too. Don't sleep on them. They got some big wins over there too. We know that the Brooklyn Nets, they are who they are because they're doing what they do. Ain't no big deal. But they're still missing, of course, Kyrie. It's gonna be tough. Keep in mind.
Kyrie,
Yep.
Kyrie who?
Kyrie who?
Kyrie
Yeah.
who? Oh, okay.
I mean,
that guy.
It's still
That
rounding out,
Yeah.
the season
Don't
is
need 'em.
still, keep in mind, it's still the first month of the season. These guys are still getting their legs up under them and they're balling. As far as the West goes, but let me say, first of all, the most disappointment to me in the East is the Milwaukee Bucks. They're under 500 right now. They're 7-8. I mean, I know Middleton was out for a little bit. They had a couple of injuries or whatever, but this is the defending champ. I'm
Mhm.
pretty sure they'll show up in playoff time. They don't want to get too far behind in that league. That way they got a little home field advantage. I mean, we know Giannis, he's a baller. He's there
Yes,
to play
oh,
every
yeah.
night. But
Oh,
his complimentary players ain't doing it right now. I don't know if they're still drinking that champagne right now, So they're finishing up the last of that champagne from the championship.
Too much celebrating.
It's still
Yeah.
hungover, right?
They're drinking
Still
mimosas
hungover.
and everything over there. They said, yo, we still can drink, man. We champions.
Yeah.
Let me
It don't work like that. You
Malcolm,
can't walk on the court. Yes.
Malcolm, let me ask
Yeah.
you a question.
Go.
Giannis' first NBA championship.
Mm-hmm.
The team, how many guys on the team had a championship ring before teaming up last year with Giannis?
I don't know if any of them.
I don't think
That's a good
anybody does.
question.
No,
I
I
don't
don't think
nobody
anybody.
on that
So
team.
would you say that this is new
New
this is
territory,
a-
yeah.
Yeah.
new territory for
Oh, yeah.
this team?
They got to know it's a target on their back. They are
Right.
the target.
Yeah.
Everybody's coming for them.
Of course.
Everybody gonna bring their A game and come shut them down. The key is you got to respond as a champion.
Well, they
You gotta
put it
know
on
they
the
coming.
Lakers last night.
Hey.
I didn't get to that yet.
So they
Yeah.
responded that
We're about to go to
night.
the West right now. Segue
Right.
into the West.
Take
Segue into the West. I mean, because Phoenix is still
it
balling.
easy.
Phoenix is still balling. Utah is balling. We know that.
Yep.
All these teams are balling. And that team, what they call them? The Lakers. Yo, cue it up for me, G. Cue it up for me. D. Hit it. Because let me say something, man.
Oh man, you caught me off guard, eh?
Ah, come on.
If you want to
man.
crown them, then crown their ass. But they are who we thought they were. And we let them off the hook.
Yeah. I tell you what, yeah, that's that geriatric team over there playing, and they think they're going to do something. LeBron ain't playing. Oh, my God, he's hurt, whatever. Listen, it doesn't matter. It's just a matter of whether they can do it or not. I'm going to tell you right now, they're not going to be able to do it. Because right now, they're going for the AARP championship right now. 'Cause that's the only thing they're going to get. They ain't gonna get no NBA championship.
Oh, man.
Easy, Greasy.
So,
Take it
yeah.
easy, Greasy.
That team is, like I said, that geriatric team. It's gonna be hard for them to get anything done. I mean,
remember you said this now when we.
Oh,
when we
I'm gonna
talk-
remember that. Yes.
In June when we talking, all right.
Yeah.
When the playoffs are going, you remember you said that we'll go back to this tape. All right.
Oh, I don't have a problem with
All
that.
right. Okay.
I don't-
All right.
You
All
better
right.
hope you
We
make
gotta
it to
go back.
June. You'd be lucky to make it to April. Talk about June.
Flintstone vitamins,
Yeah.
everything.
I'm telling you right now, and we, like I said, at the bottom of the West, I'm telling you right now, Houston. I don't even think they want to win. They're just playing out. They're just out there playing. I mean, they're 1-14.
You think they're just collecting a check? Is that what you're saying? Now?
Oh, they're
Maybe
collecting a check.
They're just collecting a check.
What it is,
Okay.
they made that bad trade for Robinson. I said that wrong.
Mhm.
Westbrook.
Wall.
Yeah.
Wall. They made that bad trade for Wall, and they can't get rid of that contract for nothing. They'd like, dude, we'll give you like 3 first rounds. You take this dude in the contract. Nobody will take it. They're
Ooh.
like, nah, it's too toxic. We don't want it. And what kills me is this dude, everywhere he goes, it seems like nobody wants to ball with him. You know what I mean,
Man,
I mean,
I'm a
his
John Wall
injuries.
fan, man.
I never liked them.
It seems like
I've
he always like
been a
hurt
John-
players.
Yeah, man.
John
I've
Wall,
always been like-
AD,
Yeah, man.
you know, he like hurt players for some reason.
I always told E, you could be quick, but at some point you're gonna slow down. You have to be able to shoot.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
I like John Wall.
Well, then Houston might as well play him.
Mm.
At this point, you paying him, play him.
Yeah, they're paying on nothing. Like I said, don't worry. Things, like I said, the cream will rise to the top, you know, when mid-season comes, you know, February, March, and all that. The top team's going to come up and win, which I'm pretty sure Milwaukee will show up by then, you know. They'll go on a streak or something when they get healthy. But right now, it is what it is for the NBA. That's the wrap-up on the NBA. But like I said, the Golden State Warriors. Give me some.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm going to kick it over to my man, T, first.
Well, you know, I just got to give it up for Mr. Man Down, Chef Curry with the shot. Stephen Curry, I believe he's going to pass it this year, but he's coming up on becoming the NBA's all-time three-point leader. You see the company that he's in, and he's gonna. I feel like he'll get the record this year, and in far less games than
That's under 1,000 games.
yeah, Reggie Miller
That's amazing.
and oh man, can't think of his Ray Allen.
Ray Allen.
Ray Allen.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
The guy's he's a shooter. I mean, we talked about it before.
Best
He
shooter of all
is the
time.
best shooter that
Ever.
we've seen.
Ever.
And when you
Ever,
say
ever.
shooter, put shot creator as well, because he gets his own shot.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely.
He gets his shot.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
I
Yes.
mean,
he can get
yes.
he can get to the rim anytime he want. He
Anytime.
can
Yeah.
do it anytime he want.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a problem coming over half court
Over half court.
at the logo. Like you have
At the
to pay
logo.
attention to him at the logo.
Yes, absolutely. Terry, that
you know.
listen, I just need to echo that. I haven't seen anything like this, and
Never.
I know we talk about different eras of basketball, and we've had many discussions about what era could he have played in, and all of those things. I don't care what era it was. Back in the Roman times, if they had hoops then, he could have played then. This guy is incredible, incredible.
Deadly shot.
No one. I don't know when he came out of a small school, Davidson College. Okay. Davidson College. And I remember watching him there at Madison Square Garden when they played there for one of the tournaments. Back then.
tournament. Yeah.
And I just was like, who is this guy? I know he was Del Curry's son, who was a former NBA player, but the things he was doing then, how he was just shooting from anywhere he wanted to pull up at. I said, wow. Wow.
But even with that, no one ever
Seen
thought
it.
he would turn out to be what he is today.
No.
No one.
No.
And just
No.
think
You know,
about it. The
he had a
Knicks
few-
almost
he-
had him.
The Knicks almost had him. He was one. Hold up. And who did they pick? Some guy named Hill.
Over
even
the hill,
playing
maybe.
Over the hill, under the hill. I don't even think he has an NBA job at all right now. Somebody named Hill. That's all I could remember.
Was it George
The Knicks-
Hill?
No, it wasn't
It
George
was-
Hill. It was somebody else Hill.
Isaiah
Somebody
Thomas
over-
picked him.
Yeah.
And he
Yeah.
stomped.
Yeah.
Yeah. Give me a little of that womp womp. I need a little of that music, huh? No, for real. Yeah.
One pick away, man.
That's
One
what
pick
that
away.
was. That's
But
what
on the
that-
real, Golden State is right now, they're leading the West and they're 12-2 and they're playing great. And this is without Clay. Clay ain't even there yet. Wait till that shooter comes.
And
I
Wiseman.
mean, oh,
Yeah.
man.
To me, that puts Steph Curry in the MVP conversation.
Of course. Absolutely.
Let me just throw a monkey wrench in here real quick thing. With them playing the way that they're playing, and if they had a chance to get Ben Simmons, would you mess up the chemistry to get him?
No, I wouldn't. Because for me, I just don't see what Ben Simmons can give that team, in my
Brings
opinion.
nothing.
Rebound.
I don't
need
see
him.
what
They
he
don't
can
need
do
him.
for that team.
Would you think he would be a better
Don't
Green?
need him.
Better Draymond Green?
Draymond Green?
No. Draymond Green shoots.
The thing that I would say with him is, and this is me again, if I would just have him come off the bench, I would tell him, look, we need you to just come off the bench, clear your head, slowly work your way back and building his confidence. You don't want him coming out there saying, okay, throwing him in as a starter. Just come off the bench. You're getting your money and just build up your game.
Who are you giving up in that trade, though? That's
I'm
another
not
thing.
giving you a bowl of soup.
No. Wait. I mean, we're still talking about an NBA business here. Who are you trading, okay, to get Ben Simmons?
I'd give you a second round pick.
Come on, man.
If they said Clay.
No.
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 I'll give you two,
I just threw it out there.
I'll give you two second round picks.
I wouldn't give you Clay with 2 broken legs.
The only reason the only way they would give up Clay is, and again, you have to pass a physical, is the Warriors would know that Clay's damaged goods coming off the 2 ACL and Achilles. He'd be damaged good. But again, you still have to pass that physical. But I still wouldn't give him up.
Yeah.
No.
I just threw it out there.
I don't know where he's going. Ben Simmons don't know where he's going.
No.
I know he better go to the bank and pay them fines.
Maybe Minnesota or something. Minnesota Timberwolves. Maybe they trade, do a 3-team trade. Maybe Boston gets involved. Send Ben Simmons to Minnesota. Send Karl Anthony Towns to the Celtics, and then send Jaylen Brown to Philly.
Good luck with that.
Yeah.
I think you'd have. I think right about now,
throw that out there.
All the pressure under that kid, and his head's not on straight. You don't want to send him somewhere that he's got to be a starter.
He's going to do something to get starter money.
Starter. Got to be a starter.
He has to
Starter
be
money.
a starter, man.
I'm not paying
On a team like Golden State, I could see him coming off the bench, but
Yeah. I mean, that's everybody's fear. Why am I going to give you either personnel or picks, and this guy isn't ready to shoot the basketball?
He's still a talent.
What good is a talent and he can't shoot the ball?
Listen.
Oh, you can shoot on Instagram. You can shoot.
Somebody work with him. I don't know. Call somebody. Akeem Olajuwon. Get somebody to work with him on his post moves.
Here's the problem. You're in the NBA season now.
Yeah.
Yep.
And he didn't do nothing in the off season. So you think I'm going to give you something for him?
Right
and then I still got to take the money?
The thing is, he's still a talent.
Yeah, he is that. I just had to throw that out there.
He's a talent that I'm getting at a bargain because
he's a talent
I'm going
that
off
will
what I saw
pull a
last
Houdini.
year.
He's going to disappear when it comes time that you need him to show up.
Well,
maybe
he's on that team. He only had to shoot the ball 3-4 times. How many times did Draymond shoot?
Yep.
He don't shoot that much.
Guys.
Yeah.
Let's look back at NFL games and Week 10. And boy, where there's some surprises.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Brady goes to Washington. He would have been better off voting on that infrastructure deal. Washington 29, Buccaneers 19. Terry.
I mean, Tampa's coming off a bye week. You would have thought whatever issues they had coming off the bye, they would have worked that out. But Tom Brady came out and he was rusty. I mean, he threw 2 interceptions early. Washington got out to, I think, a 16-point lead. And from there, Washington just went like a cover 2 prevent, nothing deep. And Tampa just couldn't get into a rhythm. They lost their defensive lineman, which could come back and hurt them really big, is in Vita Vea. Because their defense really hasn't lived up to what they were last year so far this year. And
They got hot in the playoffs, bro. They got hot in the playoffs.
yeah, but that defense was tough last year.
They did work.
And they just haven't, they just haven't looked like that same defense. Washington, they converted, like on 3rd down, they were 11 of 19, and they even converted 2 4th downs. So that defense, they need to get back to who they were last year. And I'm kind of keeping my eye out too on what's going on with Gronk, because everybody knows that's Brady's target, favorite target, but it also kind of opens things up for Mike Evans and Antonio Brown. So I just think I'm just gonna say this is a rusty game coming off a bye week for them. They probably overlooked Washington as well. So no big deal, nothing to kind of start crying wolf about right now.
Okay. Malcolm.
Said it last week. NFL. All those dudes on the other side of the ball get paid too. Understand? They put on their pants one leg at a time, just like the other ones do. Yo, they come to play. And I don't care who you are, you can take them for granted if you want. Listen, that other team is coming to ball, especially if you, once again, world champs. You got a target on your back. They're gonna bring their A game. They want to shine too. Hey, Brady and them had another bad game. This is 2 losses in a row for them, if I'm not mistaken. Even sandwiched between a bye week.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. I mean, football is football, Hopefully they'll do work next week. They don't, we'll know. Then again, Brian might have to push that button again. You know what I'm saying? You might have to cue it up. Cue it up for me, B.
Oh,
the Tampa Bay what?
Now, if you want to crown them, then crown their ass. But they are who we thought they were. And we let them off the hook.
Let them off the hook.
That's awesome. The late Denny Green. Thank you for that.
Man. Yeah. Classic moment with him.
Classic.
Emerson.
Classic.
Well, I'm not going to let Brady off the hook. I want to start right here at the podium, the after game session.
That's coming up next.
Yeah, well, I want to jump start it, but I'll save it to you, Mr. Moderator. But listen, Washington football team, like Malcolm said, they're an NFL team just like the rest of the NFL teams out there. And on any given Sunday, any team that goes out there, plays hard, execute their assignments, and do what they're supposed to do, and be coached up in the right way, they can pull off a win. I don't care what their record is, and they just proved it. Okay, you're the Super Bowl champs. So what? We come to play too. And they threw the first punch in the mouth. They picked off Brady, as Terry said, twice early on, and then Tampa Bay could just never regain their focus, or they couldn't get into the game. And Washington played a sound football game, and they were able to beat the Super Bowl champs. So we're seeing this happen every week. There's a team that we're either overlooking, we're not expecting, because none of us picked Washington to win that game when we were doing our NFL picks last week. So I think we need to look at I think we need to start looking at teams a little little more, and give them a chance because anything can happen once you get on the field.
You saying we should go more in depth?
Mm-hmm.
Like
Ooh.
we're going to see that loss?
Absolutely. Huh?
Yeah.
Look into your heart and into your soul and see if that team can pull it
They
out.
had a week to prepare for Washington.
All right, Flash.
I'm going to say it again. They had a week to prepare for Washington.
Oh,
Rusty.
man.
It's just Rusty.
Brian.
Man.
2 weeks. I said that wrong. 2 weeks to prepare for Washington.
I don't know what the hell is going on
2
with
weeks.
Washington.
My fault. 2 weeks to prepare for Washington.
Oh, I've been picking them all season long to win, and they lose, and then I pick them to lose this one, and they win. I don't know what the hell is going on with them. But it was a good game. They did have a good fundamental game. They was very even kill. I think Hinkie threw for like 32 attempts, and they rushed for like 24, so it was a good balance there. But their defense, I always thought had the players to give Tampa and them a run, because they can just rush their front four, and everybody can go back in coverage. And if you look, it's uncharacteristic of Brady. He had 2 INTs. So that's the way to beat Brady, is you got to get pressure with your front four. Blitzing is not going to cut it, because he'll slice and dice you.
Because the ball is gone. Yeah, he gets rid of it too quick. Yeah.
Exactly. So kudos to Washington. I didn't pick you.
Great
Thank
job
you
to
for
Washington.
messing me up
Great
once
job.
again.
Now, Brady, don't leave the press conference fast when you lose. Emerson,
Yes, I've been waiting for this all week. Okay.
you think?
Yes, I have. You know, it's always Tom terrific when he's at the podium after a win. Yeah, we knew what we had to do. We went out there and executed our plays, and we did. My defense, they played well, and we played lights out football. But when you lose, Brady, you can't stand there and answer the questions from all of the media. I have a major problem with that. Win or lose, Brady, stand there, take it on the chin like a man, and get ready for next week. He walked away from the press conference too early, way too early for me. People were still asking him questions, and he put up, "Oh, that's it. That's all the questions I have." Or that's it. No further questions. And he walks out. I have a major problem with that. That sounds like a spoiled kid who wanted ice cream and couldn't get ice cream after dinner.
Are you talking about Romo?
No, I'm talking about Brady.
Romo don't do that.
I'm talking about
Don't
Brady.
use Romo. Romo
Stand
don't do
there.
that.
Now, Brian, give me that cue, Brian.
My office hours are from 9 to 5.
Oh my
Brady.
goodness. Malcolm.
I thought it was uncharacteristic of Brady. I mean, I know we all get upset after games. Is a loss, but he's seen enough losses to, weather the storm. It's still regular season. You can get over that. A lot of things might not have fell your way as a quarterback or as a team this week. It happens. It happens to every team every week. Like I said, hey, you got to come to play. Simple as that. Got to come to play. And that was a bad move on Brady's part. I mean, you got to sit there and answer the question. You got to. It's part of your job as a quarterback. Part of your job as the team leader also.
Terry.
I mean, you could tell. You could just tell by the look on his face that he was upset they lost the game. And then, you could kind of see where it was going when he got up there and said, "Let's make this quick."
Yeah.
I just,
Do you say
I
let's
don't
make that
know.
quick after a win? Yeah.
well, you don't
Let's get
know.
this
I
quick
mean,
L.
if they had won, we don't know. Would he have kind of stood around and talked to the media?
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
But I know.
Smiling, all that after a win. But
Yeah.
when a loss, I'm sorry, Terry.
No, that's fine.
I'm still a little heated about it.
But I'm just wondering if I know there was some rumblings and rumors in the media about him and his wife divorcing. I'm wondering if he was just trying to avoid those questions altogether. Again, these were rumors and rumblings.
But he shouldn't be answering personal questions in the
He shouldn't.
football conference media anyway.
He
This is
could have
football game.
controlled that. He
Exactly.
could
You
have
said-
controlled that.
No, I'm not here to talk about. I'm here to talk about this football game. What do you care about my personal life?
Absolutely.
But I wonder if he was just trying to, you know, he was trying to avoid that altogether, but we don't know. You know, the media expects to have a good amount of time with the players to ask questions. But it's Brady. He's the face of the NFL right now. The NFL is not going to make a big deal about it.
No.
They're just going to move on, you know. But I don't agree with it. But I'll give him the benefit of the doubt, and maybe he had another reason. So.
Brian.
Yeah. When you get the label the GOAT, you get special, I guess you want to call them privileges or excuses. I'm not going to sit there and say I like it. Jordan had it basically the same. He didn't do the media like that, but, you know, you get those privileges. You're going to yell at the referee. You're going to yell at team. You're going to yell at other teammate players. That's something you get when you get the GOAT. Now, let's look at it the other way. If you're not the GOAT, what happened to Cam Newton? Was that in the Super Bowl when he left the podium?
Yes, it was.
He got chewed out.
Got chewed out.
So it just goes to show there's levels to this. So, as you say, my office hours are from...
My office hours are from 9 to 5.
So that's all I can tell
you.
Office hours are from 9 to 5. Tell him, Brady. No, you win. No, you win. Let's just tie. Detroit 16, Pittsburgh 16. I really don't want to hear from none of you guys, to be honest. But, I got it.
Well, you didn't lose.
Band-Aid off the scab, so.
Oh, my.
Malcolm.
It didn't matter who wanted to win, it's who wanted to lose. Looked like they both wanted to lose because they kept fumbling and interception and missing field goal. I mean, that was a terrible game. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, it's bad enough the team is, 0-9, 0-10? Or in other words, Detroit's winless. Now, you can't beat a winless team. It happens. Again, those guys on the other side of the football get paid too. It's just that they had a bad game. I mean, it is what it is. The Steelers got to come back next week. Brush that off their shoulder and move on. Detroit got to learn from it. We tied somebody this week. Next week, we can beat them. That's all.
Terry.
I mean, Steelers had a chance to move in the first place in the AFC North, and instead you guys did what hasn't been done in like almost over a year. He played to a tie.
Yo, you saying that with a smile on your face, man?
Oh, man.
I'm sorry about that.
No, you're not.
I can't even make this about what the Lions did. I mean, if you were looking at how not to play football, this was a game to watch. I mean, you had high snaps, touchdowns brought back by penalties, bad tackling, bad play calling,
all of that,
fumbles for turnovers and overtime, and that's just what the Steelers did.
That's just what the Steelers
did. Man. Instead of being tied for first place, you guys are now 5-3-1. You're a half game back of the Ravens. So you just got to come back next week, man, and play harder, man. And don't play to tie, play to win.
Thank you, Terry.
I think that's the objective.
Man.
One
more poison fruit, Emerson.
Well, when I thought about that game, 16-16, I thought about when I first got my driver's license at 16. That was something I was looking forward to. Then I thought about another song that said 16 candles. Hey man, who wanted to win that game? Nobody, huh? They said, look, do you want to win it? I think they were both going into each other's huddle and say, you want to win today? Or do you want to win today? No, I don't want to win today. Man, I got something to do. I don't know what was going on. The play calling, the coaching, the refs. I don't know if there was fans in the stands throwing hot dogs at them. I don't know what was going on, but nobody wanted to win that game, and you made it a tie. Oh, Pittsburgh, huh? Pittsburgh, we love you. Pittsburgh, we love you.
I'm sorry, your time
we
is
love you.
Brian.
It's not good to be a Steeler fan right now. It was just an ugly game. Golf didn't even, he had 114 yards passing and no touchdowns. So you wonder, how could they win? How is it possible? Mason Rudolph, we talked about this before in the beginning.
Mason who?
Yeah, Rudolph the Red-Nosed. I don't know. But we talked about this. And me and Aaron had differences. I said, play Haskin and see what you got. Because you already know what you got with Rudolph. He's been there 4 or 5 years, and he is not the answer.
He's the red-nosed reindeer.
It was an ugly game. Nobody deserved to win. The tie was being graceful because they stink.
Should have lost. Lions kicker missed that 48-yard field goal.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Mason Rudolph.
That was a game. That was
he can only play in the fog, though, I think.
That was a game that I sat there and I watched it all the way from beginning to end, and I'm saying to myself,
my condolences.
This is awful. Terrible. It was like Golf was hurt. His back was killing him. So they were trying to run the football. They wasn't that successful. And then all of a sudden, the second half, for almost a quarter, they were running the football on Pittsburgh left and right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Then finally,
they're running it down our throats.
Something clicked where that Pittsburgh made an adjustment in the defense. They couldn't run the football on Pittsburgh. And I'm saying, okay, this is looking good now. Then you saw TJ Watt on the ground. And I'm saying, oh boy, this isn't good.
Oh.
And the big man behind me, Cam Hayward, stepped up like a one-man wrecking machine and made a stop. Detroit kicks the ball off.
Yeah.
Mason Rudolph throws the football to Dante Johnson. He's running. And he fumbles.
What is this? Well, what am I supposed to do with it?
Myself. Oh my goodness.
Uh,
And here comes Detroit in field goal range. They said, well, the kicker hasn't made anything past 39 yards. I'm like, what? I'm like, say that. I'm saying to myself, say that again.
It was like a fantasy nightmare game.
Oh, man.
This was the Cowboys' former running back, Super Bowl champ, fullback that's saying this. And I'm like, huh? Here's the kick. It's no good. And Pittsburgh still couldn't win the damn game.
Nope.
And the game ends off at a tie.
I did my best, but I guess my best wasn't good enough.
Yeah.
So, Brian, we had discussions about Haskin. I'm not a fan of him at all. And then this week, I found out
Rudolph.
Everybody knew he was the number 2 quarterback going into the game. But during warm-ups, you're supposed to be throwing the football on the sidelines during warm-ups like you're preparing for the game with zip. He's just nonchalant throwing the football. And then all of a sudden, his cell phone goes off. Hold on, guys. I got to answer this call.
That's it. Listen,
during the game?
During warm-ups.
Warm-ups.
The Steeler coaches looked at him like, are you serious?
But you got Rudolph.
So
Rudolph, the red-nosed reindeer.
and I'm going to say this real quick. You didn't make your money, kid. You did not make your money. Pittsburgh gave you an opportunity after Washington let you go. Pittsburgh fans are saying, hey, give this kid a chance. And you went to go answer your cell phone?
Yeah, it's probably from his stockbroker, man. Come on, man.
I'll put it to you like this.
Just trying to talk to a stockbroker.
I'll bet my lunch money he won't be in Pittsburgh at the end of the
maybe
season.
he got those cryptocurrencies,
Because
man. Somebody told him.
One thing about it is this. If you can't understand that you don't have the money now and you act like this, what do you think he would act like if he did get money?
Yeah,
that's an issue. Buy a couple hamburger restaurants.
Bill Belichick, Evil Empire, back in business. Patriots, 45. Browns, Baker Mayfield, Mr. Progressive. 7. Harry.
The Browns, they came out and they scored touchdown on their first drive, and then they got stomped by the Patriots for the rest of this game. The Patriots came out, man, and after that touchdown, they kind of went into like a I don't even know, a grit and grind type of game plan. They basically ran out the clock on the first quarter when they got the ball. And they put the coaching staff. I'll tell you what, man, one thing you can say about the Patriots, Brady, no Brady, the Patriots know how to coach a team. They kind of put on a clinic, man. Good organization. They attacked the Browns' weakness, which was the middle of the field. Mac Jones made some great throws and tight coverage too. But man, the game got so out of hand that they put their backup in the fourth quarter. Now this is a rookie quarterback out there, and Mac Jones. The game was so out of hand that they put their backup in.
And something.
And Patriots played a physical brand of football, and at times, to me, it looked like the Browns were checked out mentally. They were avoiding contact. And that kid Mac Jones, pretty good.
Pretty good.
Pretty good. Mac Jones. Mac Jones. And on another note, I heard that now Jarvis Landry's complaining that he's not getting the ball when he's open.
Uh-oh.
So, I don't know.
Emerson.
First it was OBJ, now it's Jarvis Landry.
Yeah.
Well, I say the Patriots were saying to the Browns, the wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round, round and round, because they just went all over them like they were chicken soup, okay? I don't know what's going on. Cleveland, I had you to represent the AFC in the AFC Championship game this year. That was my picks early on, because what you guys look like on paper at the beginning of the season, we had all these expectations with OBJ and the defense that you have assembled. I thought you guys were going to do a whole lot more than what you're doing right now. I don't know what's going on. Baker, the candlestick maker, the cake maker, the cupcake maker. I don't know what it is, but something needs to be done, and it needs to be done real fast. Big win for the Patriots, and I told you about that kid, Mac Jones. I like him. He's an Alabama Crimson Tide.
Malcolm.
Yeah.
Wow. I tell you, man, I said it earlier, I think right after the Cowboy game, I said, this team is good. I said, the Pats are good. They're well coached. Not only that, they're starting to grow as a team now. They're getting better as a team. And they're starting to know what their limits are and what they can't do. That kid's not beating them. He's not going to let nobody beat him up. He's going to basically do what Bill tells him to do. You know,
Yep.
he's going to manage that game well, and the kid's playing great. I mean, the quarterback is just doing his thing. Whole team's doing their thing. They're playing enthusiastic. They're all over the place. And you got to give credit to Belichick, who's we already know is a genius. You know, him and that whole coaching staff, they're doing their thing. I mean,
up to that coaching staff.
I mean, they made the Browns look like they shouldn't even be in the stadium. I mean, that's how bad. And this is the Browns, man. I'm with them. I picked the Browns to go to, I think, the AFC Championship also.
Yeah.
I don't think I picked them in the Super Bowl, but I'm pretty sure I picked them for the AFC Championship and to take that division. They might not even win their own division.
Yeah.
They're not going to win the division.
Not going to win the division. Wow.
Brian.
And you're right. I don't know if they'll win the division, but got to give Belichick credit. This is probably one of the best coaching I've seen him do.
Yes.
Because I did not expect this.
No,
I thought they was
nobody
just
did.
looking to grow. Right now, they got a better record than Cleveland. Who would have bet that?
With a
With
rookie
the season
quarterback.
started.
With a rookie quarterback,
With
absolutely.
a rookie
Stop
quarterback.
betting against Belichick. They said it. Stop betting against Belichick.
And I thought he would make Baker look bad. I didn't think they would look that bad, but I thought he would make them look bad. And Cleveland, now, as T said, it's Baker's team. He's on the commercial. He got the keys to the stadium. It's his house.
Mm-hmm.
Now, no Odell. He's on the radio talking about, I'm banged up. This is the most hurt I've been in. And nobody wants to hear that. They just want you to win. This is your team now. So
Win football games.
Get it
It
done.
was the number one pick, yo.
Yeah.
Number one overall pick.
Overall pick.
So I don't know. It's just this Cleveland. Another loss could be bad.
You know what? Kudos to Bill Belichick, because if I had to put my lunch money on the game, I was going with Cleveland to beat the Patriots. And they just put an old-fashioned whooping on the Browns.
Whooping.
And said, now leave town and don't come back.
I want you out of town
good
before sundown.
Yep, that was a good old-fashioned Western whooping. So,
Yep.
you know, and the way Bill Belichick dressed for that game, you would have thought Bill Belichick was on the street corner asking, brother, do you have $1? He had on some big baggy sweatshirt.
Oh man!
And he had the sweatpants. It was like he was back in the 80s. He had one leg pants all the way down and the other one up to his knee. And I'm like,
Oh man!
bro, where you from?
Hey, maybe that's his new signature, man. He's probably starting. Maybe he's starting a new clothing line or something, man.
No,
you know,
he's basically saying, don't look at how I dress, just look at how I coach.
Yeah,
and he did a marvelous job. Kudos to Bill Belichick.
No doubt.
Malcolm,
O's is X and O's.
you told me this. We were going through our production meeting, and I said, and Malcolm told me, nope. You need to say this. Rams, money, or superstars can't buy you a win. 49ers 31, Rams 10. Malcolm.
All I gotta say is, you can pick all the players you want. Only 11 can play at a time. I mean, you can put together your dream team. Ain't gonna work in football.
Yeah.
That chemistry gotta be there. I'm telling you now. This ain't like basketball. You get 3 LeBrons and two Michael Jordans, you can win everything. This ain't gonna work like that. You're gonna need 11 players in unison together, playing together, staying healthy, and doing what you gotta do. You can pick up the ODBs, the ODJs, ODBita. You can pick up all of them.
Oh my gods.
Vaughn Miller. You can pick up Sterling Miller. You can pick up Miller Lite. You can pick up whatever you want. You can pick up Meet the Millers It ain't gonna work.
Oh,
No matter
man.
what, like I said, the Rams, they sold it. They made a deal with the devil somewhere because
Yep.
they have no draft picks till 2025. All right.
Mhm.
I mean, they're a team that says, we don't believe in the draft. We believe in picking up players. And it's
Mhm.
going to kill them. The minute McVay get fired, that GM going to be like, I ain't got nothing to work with. They're going to be in purgatory, the basement, for about 3 or 4 years before they can come out of it because of what McVay is doing to that team. They right now, they're Super Bowl or bust. It's no ifs and buts about it. It's Super Bowl win or bust. And I guarantee you they'll be eliminated before the Super Bowl. I'm looking at another team that might do it to them.
Emerson.
Oh, Malcolm, by the way, it wasn't Meet the Millers, it was Meet the Falkers. The Rams are like the Falkers right now.
Yeah.
After that loss, they're trying to figure it all out. They had the wonder kid, McVay, and he had all the answers, and he's an offensive guru and genius. Well, they got smacked off their mountain by the 49ers.
Yes,
what a
sir.
big win
49ers
by the 49ers.
stand up.
Terry,
Mhm.
big win for your team. 49ers showed what you can do if you all come together. And like Malcolm said, working in unison together, you can make something happen. So, I mean, they made all those trades the last week or two to have all these all-star players in place, and it did nothing. Give me that. Give me that music, Bryant.
Oh man, there you go. Here's something for you. Give you something.
Yep. Go fly away with some angel dust. on
Yeah.
you. Terry.
Yeah, fairy dust.
Yeah, right.
I mean, what you saw in the 49ers beating the Rams is just what the Niners can do when you have a healthy George Kittle. And when the team is somewhat healthy, we don't have all our pieces, but we're a team that runs the ball, grinds the clock, right from the first possession. You could just tell the game plan was to run the ball till the Rams could stop it, and they couldn't stop it. Niners ran the ball 44 times for 156 yards. They did this with
on their defense.
they do.
Yeah. Yeah.
How's that working out right now?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, like you said, Malcolm, it's in this league you can't just plug and play.
Mhm.
They're gonna need time to gel on defense and offense, but you can't just plug guys here and expect it to work out. That's not how football works. It barely works in basketball too. Just ask the Lakers, but
Hey, man.
Let's
Take it
go
easy.
here.
coincidence. LA Rams, LA Lakers.
Come on, man. Come on.
But yeah, man, but that was the game plan. Just run to the Rams could stop it. They couldn't stop it. We picked our spots in passing. I mean, Jimmy G was efficient. I think he threw for 182 yards, 2 touchdowns. One of them to George Kittle, but George Kittle is the key to that offense, because not only does he like catching passes, he loves to block.
Oh, Dalbert, man. Samuel Dalbert. Wow, what's his name?
Brian.
Samuel
Dabo.
Dalbert.
Debo.
Um,
Samuel.
yeah, but T was right. They just ran the ball down their gut. There's an old saying that young generation may not know. You may have heard it. Somebody said, "Take you out to the woodshed. When you come back from the woodshed, normally you learn you won't do that again."
Yep.
And they just did it to him, man. But yeah, the physicality of which they just ran the ball, it was like, we're gonna take your pass rushers and we're gonna run the ball right up your gut. We're not even gonna pass it that much. We're just gonna run it. Wide receiver was running like he was a running back, Debo, and he was catching like a wide receiver. He was doing everything. So
Debo.
it was shocking. And the Rams, I think they'll be all right. I think after this, they'll get their groove. That interception, Stafford threw early, went through the tight end, and it was a pick 6 the other way. That changed the game. They basically was throwing the ball after that. They didn't even try to run. I think they only ran the ball like 10 times total. Stafford had one of those rushes.
Right.
Oh.
I'm gonna do this one, guys. Because of time. This was a good old fashioned whooping. The Miami 22 and the Ravens 10. Oh yeah, and they cut Bell at the end of the game. Not at the end of the game, but I think 2 days afterwards. And so Le'Veon Bell. So good job by Miami Dolphins. And once again, the bookies said, thank you very much.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They took a lot of money. But we're going to hit to this topic quick. Cam Newton, I'm back. Did you miss me? Carolina 34, Arizona 10. Malcolm.
I loved it. I'm glad that Cam's back in Carolina over there in Charlotte. He brings that team some, he's actually a good quarterback. I mean, people don't think so, but he has a little left. He still has a little left. He ain't the 32nd worst quarterback in the league, but he's giving that team some spark. How long it'll last? Who knows? But good job, Cam. Good job, Carolina.
Yeah, Terry.
Yeah, it didn't take him long to make an impact as he let the Arizona fans know he's back, man.
I love
He's just what the doctor prescribed for Carolina because they lost like five of their past 6 games. And they beat a good team in the Cardinals. They're 8-1.
Yeah.
But as Cam kind of summed it up, man. After he was interviewed after the game, he said, "Hey, man, a week ago I was sitting at home eating a bowl of cereal. Now I'm out here winning football games." So, yeah, right.
Yeah. He put down his bowl of cereal, went to Carolina, and they gave him $10 million.
Yeah, it was
Captain
Crunch cereal. I think it was Captain Crunch cereal here.
Yeah, Lucky
Emerson.
Charms.
That's what it was. It was Lucky Charms.
I just love seeing Cam at the podium after games, man. I want to see what he's going to wear
Like
to the
those
podium,
outfits.
man.
No,
Yeah, man, that's it.
I don't want to see that.
No.
I don't want to see that.
Cam said he's back, huh? I like the way he took off his helmet. Oh, Cam. Big win for Carolina over a quality team in the Cardinals.
Brian.
It was a big win for them. Carolina, with McCaffrey being back, that just opens up their offense. He's a threat, catching, running, and that just kind of did everything for them. Cam did a couple of things. He only had, I think, 3 rushing or 3 pass attempts. But all that laughing and giggling and after the game, just be humble when you lose. You got to take it both ways. You can't have it one way, happy when you win and mad when you lose. So
I'm back.
Hey, Brian.
Yo.
Warm up that song so everybody can hear it at the end.
Which one?
The intro song with Emerson. We're gonna leave out on that, but I hope Cam Newton learned something because he was out of football. And he told everybody, I'm not getting a vaccine shot. This is what I want to do. And he went and got the vaccine shot. He's back in a familiar place, market, and they gave him $10 million.
That'll make you vaccinated.
And the coach said, hey, look, we want you back. I had to let you go because I'm coming in here and my voice had to be the voice of this team. So now I'm still going to be the voice of this team, but do you want $10 million to understand that I am going to be the voice? Cam said,
he's a hard-nosed coach.
Where do I sign? So good luck to Cam. I hope everything works out for you.
Hey, on that note, just real quick, Aaron and guys, what are your thoughts? They gave Cam 10. I think they're still paying Teddy Bridgewater $7 million.
Mm-hmm.
He's with the Broncos.
You mean Teddy Two Gloves, who didn't want to make a tackle?
Yeah,
That guy?
he got money to make, man.
He didn't make
He
that.
got hurt.
He didn't want to make a tackle.
Decision.
It's a
That was a
business.
business decision.
Teddy Two
Yeah.
Gloves. Come on,
And
Teddy Two Gloves. Make a tackle.
And what do you do with Sam Darnold?
Didn't Teddy?
What do you do with him?
You trade him or you release him?
Gotta release him. Ain't nobody picking him up.
Ain't nobody picking that up.
And if I'm correct, he's still on his rookie contract.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I thought he played
So-
well, man. So McCaffrey got hurt.
yeah, I thought so too.
That's the key to their team.
Sam Donald, another #1 pick. Bust.
Yeah.
It was the first
Guys,
pick.
NFL picks. Let's go around the horn. Patriots, Falcons. Brian, who you got?
Patriots.
Saints, Eagles. Gary,
Eagles,
Emerson, Dolphins, Jets.
Dolphins.
Malcolm, Washington, Carolina.
I'm gonna go Carolina because McCaffrey's back.
Colts, Bills, Brian.
Bills.
Lions, Browns. Gary,
Browns.
how about a tie?
Ooh.
Womp
Nope,
womp.
it's not gonna happen.
49er, Jaguars. Emerson,
49ers, man. 49ers. I like what they're doing.
Malcolm,
Hot.
Texans, Titans.
The Titans, they're just balling. Titans are just owning that whole AFC.
Bryant, Packers, Vikings.
Discount double check.
Oh,
Mm.
Ravens, Bears, Terry.
Ravens,
Bengals, Raiders, Emerson.
The Raiders.
yeah.
Malcolm, Cardinals, Seahawks.
I'm gonna go with the Cardinals.
Okay. I'm going to go back and I'm going to let you two guys do this one. Cowboys, Chiefs, Emerson.
I got my swagger back. I got my swagger back. I got my swagger back.
Why
I
did
got
I
my
do-
swagger back.
Why did I do this?
I got my
Cowboys-
swagger back.
Yeah, moving right along. Sorry, folks. Cowboys, Chiefs, Malcolm.
I gotta go with my Cowboys. I mean, Dak's playing great. I mean, the whole team's playing great. Like you said, any given Sunday.
We're going to go in there and take over Kansas City.
Okay,
They got no defense.
Steelers, Chargers. I got the Steelers going into LA. Giants, Buccaneers, Brian.
Bucks. Sorry, took so long for that.
Okay.
It's that salami. It's
Yeah.
that salami,
Man.
man.
Terry, tell us about the subscribe button, please.
Remember to hit that subscribe button, folks, and tap that notification bell so you know when we have a new episode ready for you to watch. We thank you again for tuning in, and we're gonna have a little something queued up next week for them Cowboy fans.
I got my swagger back. I got
Emerson.
my swagger back.
Mm-mm-mm. Emerson.
Hey, folks, we want to thank you again for tuning into our show. I hope you liked our new intro that we have for you tonight, and come back and see us again next week. It was a wonderful time. We had a chance to get together with the fellas. The whole band was here tonight, y'all. So we're going to see you again next week. And fellas, until we do it again, you know what it is. I got my swagger back.
Oh, Brian, just hit it.
The 5 RBs.
Peace,
We're out.
everybody. Peace, everybody.
Everything.
Good night.
Good night.
Be all right this evening. Welcome to XO Sports. We got the hottest sports talk show in the land. We got Brian, Aaron, Malcolm, and Terry. Don't
Don't you forget about me. My name is Emerson. Oh, yeah. Welcome to XO Sports.
Take it
Good night,
easy, y'all.
everyone.
I gotta
Good
go.
night, everybody.
Peace, everybody.